You're welcome to my short talk on the topic which I refer to as my concern for my town, Iyin Ekiti. My concern for my town, Iyin Ekiti. From my youth, I've grown up to love Iyin Ekiti. I spent the first clear decade of my life in Iyin. In fact, a little above that, just about 12 years before I started getting out of Iyin. But the short while I spent in Iyin, I discovered that it was really a praise town, a town of praise, a town of peace, a town of progress, a town where we children had opportunities to relate with her. Iyin is a place that has I would say it's one of the political headquarters in Nigeria. In the military, God has endowed us with leadership positions. In the political environment, we're not left out. In religious matters, we're not left out. In things that are progressive, it's not left out. So, for instance, when late General Adebayo became governor, in 1967, when he was governor, I was still very young. And this is one man that I looked up to say that, look, may my days be brighter as his days were then. I might not be a governor, I might not be a minister, I might not be a national figure in terms of, total being known nationwide, but today I'm a happy man because I had somebody to look at as an arrowhead from my community. Then he produced, I'm told, I think history has it, the first architect, professor in architect, if I'm correct. I think it's Professor Adeyemi. He produced somebody like late Chief Hector Vincent Omoba, who is known well. The Olubobokons are names to reckon with in Ekiti. The Essence families are names to reckon with in Ekiti, just to mention a few. Until today, he continues to produce men and women of stature. Dr. Eniola Ajayi is an ambassador now. Iyin is another place where the record is made that a family produced 2 governors in the families of Adebayos. And there are lots of good things that are happening that will make the young ones to look forward to becoming somebody in life. Iyin is a place of praise. In Obaship matters, Iyin had produced several Obas. History is there. If you pick any of our Iyinde books, annual Iyinde books, you'll see the history there. It has been very peaceful. And of course, normally there is a struggle and so on, but the moment an Oba is chosen, but there's something very saddening now. Because let me go straight to that because it's going to be a short talk, less than 10 minutes. It's very sad, particularly when it gets to the trying to choose another Oba. We thank God for the life of our Oba that has just left. He's a man of stature, national stature, and a man who loves his town very well. And he did all he could, just like his predecessors. He started well, he finished well, he ended well. Nobody stays there forever, but this short while, think about 15 years or so or less, it was one of the most progressive period we have in Iyin. We have our challenges. I'm not saying we don't have our challenges. And as a human being, our Kabiyesi had its plus and minuses. He's a human being. But when you look at the overall growth or development of Iyin, or you want to look at, you are looking for somebody who loves his people dearly, man, I think the period of late Kabiyesi Ajakaye, the Oyin Osaye Oyin too, was a period of reckoning in Iyin. The palace we've been struggling for years was built within, let me say, 1 year period. Because God raised, even from this Iyin too, God raised somebody whom he used to raise enough funds to build that palace and complete it within 1 year. It's a record thing. Interestingly, still from the lineage of the same Ajakaye family. So, the man enjoyed tremendous support from well-meaning Ekiti people, sons and daughters. So we thank God for his life. But now, brethren, two things are of concern to me. The state of insecurity and the Obaship tussle. The state of insecurity has become so terrible. It's not something to Iyin that is known to be the safe home, even for people who have problems in their places. Remember the political periods? All the Mobori Owo, every one of them who had problems, political problems. It was their safe haven. And then in the forefront of everything, Iyin is known for peace and progress. But now, the state of security in Iyin is very, very. In fact, I returned home to Iyin because I love Iyin. I spent over 42 years outside in Lagos in particular, and I spent additional maybe 3-4 years elsewhere. Out of my 63 stints in this life, 63 years stint already in this life, I've spent 40, maybe about 43, 44, about 45, 47 years outside the town. So I was eager to come back home. Late General Deba retired home. Many well-known people retired home, and they enjoy this place till they are dying day. And that's the stuff I'm made of. I want to be able to contribute to my own quota, which I've been doing in my little way also, because I love Iyin. But now the safety threat that is in Iyin, security threat, safety threat, everything is terrible. A town that is known for being peaceful is now not peaceful. It's a place where you now have to sleep and open your eyes down. It's a place you can't predict the next thing that could happen. Recently, it all started last year when a woman was attacked, an old woman was attacked and killed. So sad. And between that time and now, several women have been attacked. I want to ask my people, what is happening? What has gone wrong somewhere? This is not Iyin that I know. Let us think. Let us think. Let us think. Well, a lot of suggestions here and there. But what is important is let peace return to Iyin. Let peace return to. I appeal to those of you who, one way or the other, are troubling this place, that God Almighty will help you. Let's not destroy our homes. If you are an indigene, if you are born and bred in this town, let's not destroy this town. Then if you are from outside this place, it's a nice thing to have everybody everywhere. Lagos is full of people from all over the nation, all over the world. So if because it's close to Ado, is now having a lot of people from all over the nation, this is supposed to be a plus. But my people, whether indigenous or not, please, I beg you, in the name of God. Is it money you are looking for? You have money, just go and work. The Bible says in Romans 12, 9, either 12, 9 or 11, just check it. It says, work and pray. Bible also tells us, see thou a diligent man, a hard-working man. He will stand before kings and not before men. And Bible says in Deuteronomy 28, about verse 10, thereabout, to 11 and so on. Check it to 14 even. It says, I will make you head, and I will bless all the work of your hands. What is God saying here? When you work, legitimate work that God approves of, work that, you see, from my brethren, it's a pity. There's no shortcut in this thing. Ritual killing will not give you money that will last you. And it will have no peace in it. Even it's all farce. It's just the work of Satan to say, look, destroy before you so that you can gain. John 10:10. Say, the thief comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But the Son of Man God come to give life and go give life in abundance. Please, I beg you, whether you are indigenous or not, let us live together in peace. Let us stop all these bad reports about Iyin. I feel I used to be very proud. I'm still proud somehow, but I pray that this tide goes down so that my joy shall be full in particular. I plead with you youths, please, I beg you in the name of God, labor with your hands. Students, take your studies very seriously. Your future is bright. Don't worry. You don't need to manipulate. You don't need to yahoo. You don't need to do kidnapping. You don't need to, just follow God. I mean, let me put it that way. Just be God-minded. Know your God. Trust Him to bless you, and He surely will. Don't look for shortcuts. Don't be lazy. Don't put luxury first. One thing is that we want to start enjoying when we are still young, drinking beer, drinking alcohol and all this, and we want to start doing bigger things than our parents had done. There's nothing wrong with aiming high, but your means of getting there must be legitimate, godly, God-fearing, transparent, honest. You have to go in there with integrity. Integrity is one core value that we have in Iyin before, but today, which is being eroded. I plead with you. If you are a partaker in any of these untoward things, let us stop it. God Almighty Himself will make you to prosper. If it is prosperity you want, it's simple. Seek ye first. Go to your God. Talk to Him. He answers prayers. Pray to Him. He will answer. Say, call me, I will answer. If you call me once, I answer you 7 ways, 7 times. Just call on your God and then bend down to work. Then do not run away from the house of God. You may say, our churches are corrupt, this and that. My brother, it is not that build. It is not the collection of people in that build. It is your personal relationship with God that matters. Buy your Bible, read it, and then discover what God wants you to know. Deuteronomy 29:29. Read the secret of your success is in the hands of God. The secret of your money making is in the hands of God. The success that God promises you is in Joshua 1 verse 8, but it's attached to condition that, look, you need to study the word of God, know the mind of God, and then you will have good success. God does not promise you success. He promises you good success. Please, my dear brethren, ladies and gentlemen, young and middle-aged, and then please let us stop troubling this society. It is good that we all live in peace together. For instance, while there are suggestions, it might be outsiders, this and that. No, it's not all outsiders. No, there's no, I mean, Ejo, Olawon, there is the input of insiders. So you can't blame outside. And what is more, development requires that villages will grow to towns, and we haven't even had a university yet. When students begin to troop into this place, what are we talking about? Let us love, let us live in harmony. If you are here there is a saying here, Iyin, a lot of people came here from other places. They made it here. They made it from here. Even to the point that one of them, I remember, named his child, say, Iyin, that is, Iyin is a place that I prosper from. So, you can make it without hurting anybody. Please let us stop all this. As you do so to determine so, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Now let me talk about our Obaship Tozo. This is another terrible experience. Our forefathers, they had methods, even in those crude ways. They had peaceful method of doing things. But what we are seeing today, it is terrible. It is terrible. It is terrible. There is not, look, when you are selecting Oba or chiefs in communities like this, in the first place, every entitled person should not be denied the opportunity of vying for it. That is justice 1. Justice 2, all the entitled persons should be honest and transparent with themselves to realize that all of them cannot be at the same time. Only one person will be. So campaign for your candidacy to be acceptable to the people, but leave God to choose you. If you think that, I can use my power, I can use my connections, I can use and then things now become as if, I must make myself. No, my brothers and sisters, or my brothers, okay, sorry, you deprive sisters this time. Okay, let the sisters produce kings and chiefs from their own respective husbands' homes. Okay, fine. That's the tradition. But you, my brothers, and interestingly, I'm told from history that all of you vying for this position, you are from the same family, not just from the same foundation. Let me call it a digi in the family. I stand to be corrected, but you are from the same descent. You have the same origin. So if law will prevail, there is no reason why, even voluntarily, somebody can step down, reducing the number. But if you don't even feel like stepping down, don't lord it over the others. Let the voice of the others be heard. Then, let everything go the way it should. You see, in those days, I know our fathers consulted Ifa and all that. Honestly, that is gone today. And we even knew that even the Ifa then was being influenced. That's the truth. It is the people that the people assess and believes are fit for leadership that they chose. And then we had peace. Why don't we allow that during this time again? Why don't we allow that during this dispensation? Then a lot of the worst, the one that touches me most is that, look, brethren, let us use this social media responsibly. Those of us who are, we will have our interests, but they let the overall interest of Iyin prevail. If I want to become an Oba, for instance, and at the end of the day, the choice is not me. Because of the overall peace that must reign in my town, I will accept my fate. Let us, why not consider? And then those of us behind who are fanning trouble, ẹ rántí o, it is easier to start a problem, but more difficult to resolve it. Only one candidate will emerge eventually. Will you now become the enemies of the others who didn't emerge? Let us think. We are brothers, we are sisters, we are one. So we should be one in love. Let us play these things safely. The use of social media to even assassinate characters, to even when we are now saying one person is better than the other and all that, that is your personal assessment. But you can still say your mind without necessarily inciting people against the rest of the people. Ejo, I plead with you. I'm so happy that people are active in these things, but Ejo, let us do it with wisdom, because whoever becomes the Oba should remain our friend. All those who for now didn't become the Oba should remain our friends. Are we going to select Oba again and then we will not, all of us will not support the Oba? The way we are going now, that's what is likely. We should not see it as do or die matter. Let God choose. You remember when Saul was to become Oba, God told the people that you have rejected me. You wanted a human Oba. Well, I will allow you. That's what is called permissible will of God. But God told them, said, this is what will happen to you. This Oba will torment you, will trouble you and all that. They said, give us Oba. We don't want kings again. They got the Oba. Ọba tó máa tù wá lára, ọba tí ìlú á lọ síwájú, ọba tí ìlú á rójútùú ráráyè, lágbára Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè, òun lọ́lọ́run máa fún wa ní ìlú yìí. Bó ti wù kó rí, the challenges are there now, but God will help us to overcome this challenge, and it shall be well with us. Please, 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 I beg you, let us not destroy this place. Now, let's look at the Afobajes, kingmakers. The person I pity most is the leader of the Afobajes, the kingmakers, because it's a very tough position. It's a tough assignment, which, honestly speaking, is not palatable. How do you arrive at a decision? Now, in those days, we said it was Ifa that produces the right candidate. But in modern days, well, people still advocate for Ifa and all that. Like I said earlier, Ifa itself, in today's dispensation, Ifa itself can be manipulated. Ifa can be manipulated. I think there is also another method, voting or no voting. People can be manipulated. But let me appeal to those of you who are the kingmakers. This is a time, a sensitive time for you. My dear senior brother, the other of Ekiti, you are the king, you are the chairman of the kingmakers body. God has been helping you this far. He will help you in this task. It's a tough task. And as the Lord God Almighty lives, you will succeed. You will succeed. But please, be unbiased. Let justice prevail. Be unbiased. Let justice prevail. Be unbiased. Let justice prevail. I know you as a man who is capable of achieving good results. We're all human beings again. People have their biases, people have their interests. But please, sir, don't let your own interest supersede or overtake or override the overall interest of the entire Iyin community. Ìgbà tí yín á dára. Ẹ ti ṣàṣeyọrí nígbà kan nípa ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Ilé tó wà nílẹ̀ ẹ tún ṣàṣeyọrí lórúkọ Jésù. Ọlọ́run á tì yín lẹ́yìn. Carry everybody along. Let everything be as transparent as possible. If it is voting, let it be properly done. As a Christian, I can't advocate Ifa. Let me make that clear. Like I said, even Ifa or no Ifa, Ifa can be influenced. But justice is clear. Give everybody equal chances. And let every member of that king-making body have a say. Let them also have their independent opinion. Then the candidates, I beg you, nobody gets anything except the Lord gives. If the person gets it, Saul got it. It was a problem for the society. Absalom attempted. In fact, he got it by force. Absalom ended up disastrously. Then who else? Adonijah, neither here or there. He too didn't end well. Please don't be over ambitious. No matter how interested you are, no matter how qualified you think you are, let God's will prevail. Subsume your will. Just put it under if God wills. I think the Muslim will say Inshallah. Let God's will prevail. If you will be, you will be. Because if you manipulate your way there, you will continue with the manipulation even when you are in office. Òtítọ́ korò, ẹ jẹ́ ká ìjà àbára sọ́lọ́yìn, òtítọ́ korò. If you start with manipulation, you go on with manipulation, and you know the end of manipulation. How much Saul manipulated Israel before finally God intervened. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, it is better to be a follower and there is progress than to be a leader and there is chaos. Gbogbo yín, Ọlọ́run á ràn yín lọ́wọ́. Gbogbo yín lẹ tó kàtó, gbogbo yín lẹ tó bá jẹ, gbogbo yín lẹ qualify sí. Ìdí oníkálukú, gbogbo yín lẹ ní ẹ̀tọ́. Ó dà pé ẹ ti yanjú yẹn, I don't think there is any problem. Come together as brothers. Like I said earlier, if somebody feels that, okay, I'm just struggling because I'm a member, I'm qualified, but I'm not even well disposed. I know I don't have, assess yourself. I don't have the charisma. As I am here, when Kabiyesi nominated me for chieftaincy title, I looked at myself because I knew that it is responsibility. leadership responsibility. In the first place, I asked, is it traditional or honorary? He said, honorary. I said, okay, I'm at peace. I know myself. When it gets to traditions, there might be something you want me to do that as a Christian I don't want to do. I might be having problems right from there. When he said it was honorary, I said, oh, okay, fine. He said you can even choose the title you wish yourself. Call yourself anything. Just all I want is, I knew it was a call to the position of leadership. It's a call to make me to be more conscious than I ever was of the need to be part and parcel of the development of it. And I accepted. I knew I was fit for that. Because ordinarily, you don't need to call me for it. Whoever knows me will know that you don't need to call me before I say it. I'm not a financial, what do you call it? I'm not a financial, I'm not financially so heavy that I can be pumping money everywhere. But whatever I can do with my time, with my energy, with whatever resources that the Lord has given to my talents, I will do too for the upliftment of my people, of the upliftment of my town. And since I even came home, I think I continued. I'm a member of the IPFU. Thank God, I think I'm one of the longest serving members now as of today. And already I have said I've got to the limit of my ability now. I will need to step down because I love leaving a gathering when the ovation is loudest. I feel I have done the little I can in that place and I'm stepping down. God helping me come August. Not because I'm quarreling with anybody, but it's not to say that I can't still contribute towards the progress of Iyin. Not at all. God will help me. I will, and I will continue to in my way. The only thing is that the way I could run around before this and that, I have to be checking myself. I have to balance my strength with what is available for me to do. There's so much to do, but now I'm saying that assess yourself. If honestly you know that you don't, do you know what it takes to be an Oba? Effective Oba. The network is there. You have to be well networked. That's what today's needs. Somebody of stature. Two, you see some of the assessments. What we common people are looking at is this king, this would-be king, has he been doing something to show that he's even interested in the development, not just the ownership of this place? If he has been doing that, it means that when he gets there, he will still continue to do more and more. Is it a king that is what is so? Is it a king with integrity? What is his reputation? Thank God now. All of you that are here, you have your reputation. You need, to protect. And it's not you that will determine it. The people know you themselves. If this corruption thing didn't come in, people themselves, if you ask the whole community to come and vote, put them in the open place, let everybody come and vote, you will see, because the people know all of you in tutu, they know your family, they know your antecedents, they can vote in public too. I'm just giving that an example, but that's not the process. The process is the kingmakers will do their job and God will help them. I've spoken with those of us who are funny. One of them or two of them may be your friends. It doesn't still stop your friendship, whether it becomes Oba or not. Just do the best you can. Do campaign with civility. Campaign for your candidate. Tell the people what you know about them that will make them qualify. But don't go to the extent of if they don't get it, nah, there will be no peace. God will help us. Now, let's talk to the community themselves. I beg you, mo bẹ̀ yín lórúkọ Jésù. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan. Okay, the video is about stopping. I will have part 2 of it. Let's stop it for now. But please share this into every Iyin forum that you know. God bless you. So we meet in part 2.